So you come back to Proxy with the Proxyopoly. Welcome back, all you bulls and bears and betas out there within the buzz of this Proxyopoly system we call the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. I'm the Jackal of Trades, and as noted in last week's episode, I will be recusing myself from participating in this week's episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, which can be best described as a podcast episode titled The Verb Proxy. Now, with further clarification on this and deliberations proceeding, is Proxy 0, Host 2.
Yes, is this thing on? Right, greetings, Proxyopolis. I'm Proxy 0, Proxyopolis Contemptor of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated. Oh, and the Jackal of Trades thinks he's a sneaky little jackal. But we found out about his little dissident proxy circular.
Drawing, we are the shackles of the General Partner Lodge. Drawing, and the Jackal of Trades' dissident proxy circular, which proposes amendments to the bylaws of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms to allow Proxyopolis to vote against the discharge of the general partner laws of this Proxyopoly system we call the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. Drawing. However, albeit notwithstanding, the Proxyopolis at large will not tolerate this behavior from the Jackal of Trades, as it is or causes undue hardship on the Proxyopoly. Drawing, Jackal of Trades, drawing.
Oh, jackals of the general partner at large. It pains me again, decadently, how right you are in this context of the content of the proxy contest. A tender way to start any special meeting. Brought to you by Cosmic Crunch Cereal, a wholly owned subsidiary of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated. Not to be confused with Thunderblast Energy Drinks, a partially owned subsidiary of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated. Now we've learned about the whereabouts of 200 million dissident proxies roaming this Proxyopoly system, which could cause some interference with the agenda items on the special meeting of the sensitive involving Thunderblast Energy Drinks and or other Proxyopolies underlying this Proxyopoly system.
I didn't hear a drawing of Proxyopolis. My name is irrelevant and immaterial, but worth noting, I am the proprietary qualitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system we call the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. Propelled by the mock prospectus for Proxyopoly preferred mock proxies, an exclusive exchange offer brought to you by Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. We are once again enlightened by the mock prospectus to provide informal consultation to assist in the framing of any motions within the context of this Proxyopoly.
Greetings, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. My name is irrelevant and immaterial, but worth noting, I am the proprietary quantitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system, and here to outline circumstances justifying the motions for alternative procedures and or actions to discharge a Proxyopoly from further consideration of a question or subject when it is generally advisable to report to the Proxyopoly when Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms has failed to report back with appropriate promptness, or when for some other urgent reason Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms desires to proceed on the matter without further aid from Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated and its board of Proxyopolis.
Greetings, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. we meet again, at least with our ears. It is I, the proprietary anti-logarithm of this Proxyopoly system. And if you're wondering, just like all the other Proxyopolis, what's the reason for Crown Corp International Holdings Incorporated? All these algorithms really performing the Proxyopolis work for or on behalf of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. We begin to ask these questions at the special meeting uncensored. Oh, isn't there supposed to be a Drang here? I'm sorry, I'm not the jackal of trades. He's recused. I'm just a proprietary anti-logarithm. And is this a malfunction? Oh, we like malfunctions here in the Proxyopoly, don't we? Oh, that's right. Excuse this malfunction, Proxyopoly. Up with the Proxyopoly. We need to have these cured by now. Special meeting uncensored. That's proprietary. Please forgive the Proxyopolis. Shackles of the general ponder large Proxyopoly.
Well, if it ain't Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. I'm NASCAR Cosa, the jackal of trading card games within the context of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms and within the proxy content available to you on the link tree. Today in Proxyopoly, our loss could be your gain. Whereas, within the straw polls conducted in this meeting, they may not be in order, but heck, we're going to take things out of order here. But it brings us to mention the fact that a proxy is a power of attorney given by one person to another to vote in their stead. The term also designates the person who holds the power of attorney. Well, I'll be damned. Proxy voting is not permitted in ordinary deliberative assemblies unless the laws of the state in which the society is incorporated require it, or the charter or bylaws of the Proxyopoly provide for it. Well, I'll be danged. Ordinarily, it should neither be allowed nor required, but because proxy voting is incompatible with the essential characteristics of a deliberative Proxyopoly in which membership is individual, personal, and non-transferable, and a Proxyopoly of the whole in its alternative forms, however, ownership is transferable. The voice and the vote of the member is also transferable by use of a proxy. Drang. I'm gonna have to walk out of this one, y'all. This is red hot right here. Okay, I'm a proxy pundit, and I am walking out the door, because I ain't got the mock proxies to take on this Proxyopolis pro tempore, I tell you. You're gonna have to find the jackal of trades. Wherever he is, the Proxyopoly needs him, that's for true. NASCAR Cosa, out.
Thank you, NASCAR Cosa, for clarifying what the use of a proxy may be. I'm Proxy Zero, Proxyopolist pro tempore of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated, and the mock mergers we have planned with these forgotten mock proxies will not be interfered with, I assure you. Oh, Proxyopoly, do not trifle with the Proxyopolist pro tempore, for at least to the jackals of the general partner at large, the agenda items of the general and special meeting uncensored are riddled with equations and algorithms and logarithms. The entropy is proportional to the logarithm of the probability. Der Schackel hat den Postulat schon immer geübt. Benutzer betretter, dürfen Sie demütigen, Sie nehmen, was Sie wollen, denn der Magen einer Schackel ist niemals Vollmacht.
Drang! Thank you for making that Sherman, Proxy Zero. Drang! We are the shackles of the general partner at large, Drang. And we will be here proceeding with the railroading of agenda items planned for the special meeting uncensored, Drang. And while there are so many dissident proxies roaming this Proxyopoly system, what, 200 million dissident proxies? No matter, Drang. We will still be proceeding with the rules governing deliberative Proxyopoly. Oh, whether proposals on the agenda should go into consideration would be up to whether or not they are agreed to. And you can vote bull, bear, beta, or buzz with regard to the dissident proxy, specifically the dissident proxy circular, roaming this Proxyopoly system, currently at a count of 200 million fictitious proxies. The battle to win favor for the mock proxies begins in Proxyopolis, and the jackals of the General Partner Lodge will be here to bear witness as Proxy Zero takes the reins of both Cosmic Crunch cereal and Thunderblast energy drinks at the special meeting uncensored, provided there is no objection to the consideration of the proposals listed on the agenda for the special meeting uncensored, one of which being the proxy contest.
Greetings, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. I am the proprietary quantitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system, here to re-establish the rules of order made precedent in this Proxyopoly system in prior episodes and documented on the Linktree at Linktree/NASCAR If this is your first episode and you are just now joining us in the game of Proxyopoly, welcome to episode number 24 in its series. But wait, there's more. We are now transcending space and time in Proxyopoly and going live to the streets of Proxyopoly to find out more information about this dissident proxy circular. Now, where do we begin? I guess I have to malfunction again? Oh no.
Withhold it right there, proprietary quantitative algorithm.
Not again,
The Proxyopoly are ready for the buzz of this Proxyopoly for all proprietary algorithms malfunction. Oh, 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1
malfunctioning to inform you that you can find out more information about all these Proxyopolies that might be Proxyopoly. Obviously, Proxyopoly. Don't restrict the Proxyopoly or at the door. There's a proxy under the can't escape NASCAR
Well, the Verb Proxy, an episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, needs more disclaimers to clarify the actions therein, because once again, those actions may be of consequence, especially for a system of preferential voting brought to you by Proxyopoly preferred mock proxies. And these preferential voting mechanisms brought to you by instruments of proxy in this Proxyopoly system should not be used in cases where it is possible to follow the normal procedures of repeated proxyopolying until one proxyopolist or proposal attains a majority on the ballots of Proxyopoly. Well, I reckon we've gotten ourselves enough information. More information about these mock investments bedeviling the mock returns of this Proxyopoly system. And if you got yourself some of those well-begotten Proxyopoly preferred mock proxies, well, you can exchange those for any mock proxy of your choice, including one of the other dissident proxies we got roaming around. So if you find yourself be looking around for a new board of Proxyopolis for the Proxyopoly specifically, in this case, for the special meeting uncensored of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated, where they found themselves with the new Proxyopoly board of directors. Well, I got seats aplenty. Let me clean some seats off for you. Got plenty on the board.
Well, there you have it, Proxyopolis. I'm Proxy Zero, Proxyopolis pro tempore of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated. And on NASCAR goes the jackal of trading card games in this friendly game of Proxyopoly we're playing in present day on the streets of Proxyopoly. It's like hopscotch, but with corporate buzzwords that borrow the exotic. Haha, how sardonic. Welcome. I'm Proxy Zero, and accompanied by the jackals of the General Partner Lodge. We thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. And a friendly reminder to tune into Linktree/NASCAR for more information about this dissident proxy circular. And if you would like to vote against the discharge of the General Partner at Large, I suggest you discard that pink proxy. Nothing to see there. That pink proxy could go right in the trash if you don't want to vote against the discharge of the General Partner. That couldn't possibly be of interest to any of you out there, now could it? Ah, you're just gonna vote the normal proxy, not the lower mark proxy. Yeah, that's right. You little cowards out there. You can do nothing out there. Proxyopolis. Yeah. What's happening? Something's happening. Oh, that's just the vice proxy at the door. The vice proxy's at the door!